All right, move on to striker before I punch you in the face. We need to do these live one of these days so I can actually hit you.
Uh,
Next time
who
you come
wants
to
to start
Alfred,
this off? Who wants to get yelled at by the Euro snobs first?
I went first last time, so you can have it.
All right, Euro snobs, this one's just for you. This one is specifically for you. All right, I've got 5 strikers on my list. And at number 5, it's your star boy, Josh Sargent, because I can't wrap my head around as to why this guy is suddenly number 2, number 1 on the depth chart because he scored 5 goals in the championship. This guy scored 2 goals last season across the entire season. 2 goals. It's great that he's hitting form now, and I think he should be. This is why he's in my depth chart, period. If he was just continuing this form of last season, he wouldn't even be in my consideration. But because he's got 5 goals, now I'll start to consider him again. But he's playing in the championship. We talk a lot about like, oh, is MLS up to par with championship standard? And I feel like a lot of the time we say yes. So like if Josh Sargent moved to MLS and scored 5 goals right now, you think anybody's considering him top 2 in the depth chart? No chance. No chance. You're absolutely out of your mind for doing that. I'm gonna move on now. I've got Brandon Vazquez at 4. I've got Haji Wright at 3, Jesus Ferreira at 2, and I've got Jordan Pefok at 1. Period. Done. No explanation needed.
Okay. I got 6. I included one Ricardo Pepe after his loan move. I put him at 6 simply because he's just getting back into the swing of things. He wasn't really successful at Augsburg. Maybe this will jumpstart things. Who knows?
You got a loan move? Sorry, not to cut you off.
Yeah, to Grogenheim in Eredivisie. Got an assist today.
He had an assist?
Yeah, go on.
No, he's back. Ricardo Pepe is back, baby.
Hey, do you see Jordan Lewis scored a screamer last night?
Colorado's getting hot right now. Better watch out. Jordan Lewis might sneak into this team. And Giassi Zardes.
I had him at like 7 just for memes. So Ricardo Pepe at 6, Josh Sargent at 5, Haji Wright at 4, Brandon Vazquez at 3, Jesus Ferreira at 2, and Jordan Pefok at 1. We talked about Ricardo Pepe. Josh Sargent, same thing for you. This dude, everybody was crucifying him last season, saying this guy doesn't deserve anywhere near a national team. Why do people keep thinking he's good? All of a sudden, he goes and scores a little bit in the championship, which you mentioned perfectly, is equal level to MLS. And I will die on that hill. The top 5 teams in that league are better than our best. From 6 down, it's exactly the same. The level of play is bad. The talent is basically the same. It's literally just who's more physical on it. And this is where people are like, oh, you have no idea what you're talking about. Those people have never sat down right after COVID ended and watched Daryl Dike in the championship after his first. I watched 6 of his games. They were terrible. Outside of when they were playing like the teams that were getting promoted. Just terrible. So Haji Wright, I have under Brandon Vazquez. He has moved to Antalyaspor. Just not off to as hot of a start as you would think for somebody to be in that.
What do you mean? He's got 5 goals in 5 games.
Yeah, but he got like
what do you want from him?
He got 3 of those in 1 game.
So what? The whole team has 8 goals the whole season. He has 5 of them.
Yeah, but he's also a pen merchant. He got like 3 of them off of pens.
Who cares?
I care.
Let him have the pen goals.
Oh my god. He
was the Turkish league top scorer last season, was he not?
Was he?
I thought he was.
I don't think it was in Turkey though. Unless he moved.
He was on loan there last season.
Okay.
I will fact check that while you keep going.
Okay. Well, you do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in 6 games. He's only actually scored in 3 of them. And yes, you're right. He is literally the only person to score for his team outside of a club friendly.
That's what I mean.
But
so he's got no help and he's still managing to score goals.
Hold on. Yeah, So he got one of them on a penalty, and it was on the end of a 5-2 win. Then he got a brace against a team that beat them by 2. You're gonna really make me drop Brandon Vazquez? Don't make
Yes.
me do it.
Yeah.
All right, here's what I'm gonna say. He's got all of his team's goals, but he doesn't play for FCC, and because of that, he is 4. No, like listen, I think
If I
I hate
confirm that
giving.
he was the top scorer last season, you have to put him over Vazquez.
I don't, because Brandon Vazquez is in the Golden Boot race this year and is in
So is
form.
so is Haji. What do you
Oh my
mean?
god, I don't want to drop Brandon Vazquez. Stop making me try and drop him.
Where can I find this? Goals. Where is he? Okay,
All
he
right,
was not the top scorer last season. I don't believe.
thank you.
But he was top 10. He scored 14, but he also played a lot less minutes than a lot of the people ahead of him.
It kind of sucks. I was going to use the fact that Brandon Vazquez went off last night, but he actually didn't score.
I know, 6-0. I don't even think he had an assist.
No, he got subbed out early.
All right, so
Um,
goals per 90, Haji was 6th last season.
Okay,
I could have sworn I saw someone say he was top scorer, but I guess
somewhere.
not. All right, listen, still 14 goals last season in that league in 1900 minutes. I'm giving the nod to Haji. I mean, he's playing just as strong this year. He played really strong last year. Why would he not get the nod?
Yeah.
I get
So
it.
again,
Vazquez is playing well this year, but like it's one season.
Vazquez has 16 and 2,400
Yeah.
and 5 assists. So here's the thing. Again, this was the same thing with Mark McKenzie from recency bias. Every time his name came up, it was like a 6.2 on FUTMob over the last 2 weeks, and he didn't score. That's why it's in my head that he's just down, right? Yes, he scored 5 goals in 3 games or whatever, but well, nope.
No, come on. Don't be that way.
I'm not giving into the Eurosnob.
Get him, Euro snobs. Get him.
We're gonna have
Get 'em.
2 MLS strikers in the top 3 in the depth chart if
DM
I
me.
have to
I'll
die
dox him.
for it.
DM me. I'll give you his address. You could show up at his house.
You don't know where I live. Not anymore. I am going to put two MLS strikers in the top 3
Oh,
if I
the
have to
Euro
die
snobs are
for
gonna
it.
kill
I'm gonna
you.
do it. I'm gonna do it.
Go for it. You're wrong, but go for it.
But here's why, right? So we joke about it, but here is why. And you are going to have to back me up on this because I'm using your words against you. Back in an episode, which I cannot remember, you described our lack of ability to be successful at the national team as being caused by the fact that we have a manager who manages in an MLS play style with European players. So why wouldn't we include more MLS players who are playing at top form right now to fit a system that Greg uses that is very MLS-like?
Vazquez has never played with the national team at all.
Doesn't matter. You don't need to play with the national team to score goals. Just get in the box and put your head on, which is what he does.
Yeah, you know who's got a better shot to get his head on the ball? Haji Wright. He's 6'3".
Yeah, Brandon Vazquez is 188 centimeters. That's like 120 more than him.
Not the centimeters. Can we get that in freedom units, please?
It's 6'2". What do you mean? It's the same height.
Hey, the extra inch could matter.
You bum. Anyways, his movement off the ball is good. And listen, I'm not gonna be that guy.
You already are.
I think Brandon Vazquez is playing with better players than Haji Wright. So when you put him around
100%.
better players, he'll be successful.
It's more like if you actually give Haji some talent, maybe he'll be banging in goals left and right.
All right, hold on. Freeze. What? You're gonna make me get mad.
What?
Haji Wright played how many games for the national team?
I think like 1.
He's got 3. Okay.
Uh-huh.
In those 3 games, he had 1 goal against Morocco, which I believe, if I remember correctly, was a penalty.
It was.
Yep. Scoreless against Uruguay and scoreless against El Salvador in the CONCACAF Nations League A group, which was right after those friendlies.
You know who else is scoreless? Brendan
Brandon
Vazquez.
Vazquez.
Yeah,
Does he sound
exactly.
like?
You can make all your funny noises all you want, but he's
We can't sit here and say that players are being picked over other players based off of ability to play with the national team, and not give Brandon and just not put Brandon Vazquez in there because we're not getting a shot.
I'm not
He
putting
should have been. He
Vazquez
should have been called in last camp, and he wasn't. That's not his
because
fault.
Haji was.
Yeah, and what did he do?
Oh wait, no,
Scored
no,
a
no.
pen.
Haji wasn't. I don't know if Haji was last camp.
So
He was I think last World Cup qualifying camp. I want to say.
yes, yeah. So here's the thing, right? Do you have any other changes that we want to make?
I think everything else we were the exact same. I think it was just those two.
I agree. So here's the deal.